Hello, I'm Greg Jamian, and welcome to Boomer Health at Home. As more baby boomers receive medical services at home, there are many questions that pop up that require sometimes quick answers. I have put together a series of short segments with healthcare professionals that will help explain how things work, along with answers to common questions found in home-based care. I hope you find the following information helpful.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Boomer Health at Home. I'm your host, Ryan Donlan. On today's episode, we're going to talk about some of the top preventative screenings you should be taking to ensure your health for a long time, and also the frequency and the age that you should start doing them. So on today's Ask a Nurse Corner, joining me is RN for Americare Medical Incorporated, Janet Alderman. Janet, thanks for joining us.
Hi Ryan, how are you today?
I'm doing well, thank you. So first question, what age should people start getting concerned with health screenings?
That's kind of a trick question. It depends on your the past medical history of your family or your genetics. Some people that maybe their parents had cancer or diabetes or high blood pressure, you should get that screening a little bit earlier, maybe like 40s. If you don't have any history of that, who doesn't have that history, you could probably wait a little bit longer. So it's just really knowing your family history and what you're predisposed of.
Great. Now, what are some of the illnesses that can be most impacted by early detection with these screenings?
There's a lot of them. First of all is colon rectal screening. It's the second leading cause of death in the United States, and early detection is a key. If you get that colonoscopy, the thing that everyone dreads to have, they say over 50 is when you should have your first one, but that dramatically reduces the further complications. If it's not detected early, then you can have worst case scenario.
Okay.
Another one is mammogram screening. Breast cancer, you hear it all over the place. It's very prevalent right now, especially if you have a history of breast cancer. You definitely, over 50, you have to have your first mammogram. Then they say that you need to have that every year.
Oh, yearly, okay.
For men, prostate cancer, it's a second leading cause of death among men.
Wow. And so early in the colonoscopy, I'm sure every time we say that word, people are adjusting in their chair, I'm sure. But
the prostate exam, the PSA test, they say over 65, you definitely have to have that blood test done because that will show. But some people don't even, the PSA test isn't the only thing that can show it. That digital exam that all men hate is probably the most accurate to see if the prostate's enlarged, and then that can send you for further testing at that point from your doctor.
Okay, and I guess that's if you have a genetic history of the cancer and all that, like you're saying. Are there any screenings people should be getting just kind of on average with, hey, I'm getting older, like eyes checked, stuff of that nature? Or?
Definitely, glaucoma is a higher thing as we get older, so they recommend that you get an annual vision screening test, and it's very simple that they go and put that poof of in your eye. Everyone flinches, but it's very painless, easy test that you should be done every year. You should also get your blood pressure checked on a yearly basis because high blood pressure could lead to stroke, heart disease. There's a lot of things that high blood pressure, and that's something very easily that you can control with diet, exercise, or medication that could prevent things like a stroke in the long run.
I know a lot of, especially men, it seems, I think that they're covered with just their yearly physical. If they do that, who's most at risk though with that sort of lifestyle? Is it a certain age where it's kind of, you need to really start focusing in on it, or?
Well, I think that before the age of 50, I don't know why 50 is the magic mark, but before the age of 50, our bodies are amazing and they can adjust and adapt to us abusing them. But after the age of 50, you start having those tolls start taking effect. So that's when it's most important to have those screenings done, and just an annual physical from your doctors will tell a lot. So I think that that's a good rule of thumb.
Now the mammograms and the other screenings you're talking about, is this something insurance covers or something someone would have to pay out of pocket, or how does that work on that end?
Insurance will cover a mammogram, and especially if there's a history in your family, they will definitely cover it every year. They've made a lot more. It used to be you had to wait to a certain age group, but because breast cancer is so prevalent, if you have a history of it, then it's 9 times out of 10 it's covered. But check with your insurance company. You usually get a pamphlet that tells them what's covered, what's not covered. Sometimes there is a little copay, but more preventative stuff is being covered nowadays because they find that it's easier if they screen you first and understand that you have it.
Well, thank you, Janet. That's all the time we have for today. We hope you found this segment useful at home, and if you have any questions about anything you saw today, please give us a call at area code 248-288-2270. Thank you for watching.